Okay, that's the solving of the star riddle. So now we're on to pages 8 and 9. Well, he's getting those sorted. Oh, great. We're going to make a sword.
Oh, right. Oh, fuck. What was it named? This?
We may find out in a moment. Outstanding news, heroes. Strider pledges an eternal vow to never relent, never idle, till Frodo and his companions are safe. He is preparing everything for their arrival, and he will accompany them on their way. Your path now leads you from Bree across to Rivendell. There you will meet Lord Elrond, one of the greatest elves of... Do you mind? God, this music. One of the greatest elves of Middle-earth. It is in the House of Elrond that the fragments of Narsil are kept. Sorry. The famous sword with which Isildur once, eons and eons ago, cut the ring from the evil nefarious finger of the noxious Sauron. Eventually, Isildur took the fragments and delivered them into the care of the elves. For many long years were they kept safe by Elrond, until he prophesied one night that the time was nigh for the sword to be forged anew. Now, hobbits, this time has arrived. Oh, by the way, we're on the cross riddle.
Okay.
So can you just write a cross onto the bottom of the sheet next to the star? It is of enormous importance that the elves reassemble the fragments of Narsil. Soon Frodo and his companions will reach Rivendell, and they will need the sword as soon as they set off on their way again. So don't delay. Forge a new sword from the fragments of Narsil with the help of the elves. Now, enter Elrond's house from the left and assemble the pieces of Narsil from left to right. Be careful, for there is only one way that it will work. Whoever seeks wisdom will find it at the beginning of all words. I hate when they say shit like that. So much possible stuff to do. Here's the picture. Lovely picture. And then when I show it to you two, you'll immediately see what I think we're going to have to do.
Yep. Alright.
And you see the hint that I believe it's giving us.
From left to right.
Not that hint. Look at the picture.
Ah.
Now show it to Amanda.
Ah.
I think we're starting to see the hint. Let's see if you can put it together, because I need some water.
Yep.
So from left to right, right?
Yeah, from left to right.
The hilt to the other to the edge.
Yeah, from the hilt to the tip of the sword.
To white to blue.
Well, I would assume that that's the order of it. Yes, just in case you missed it, there were colored dots on the bridge.
Yellow.
Now, I don't know if we actually have all those colors, and that last line bothers me.
Yellow.
For those with wisdom,
Red.
you'd only look at the first letter of every word.
Blue.
That bothers me.
Red. No, I'm looking for white.
White would be at the very end of it.
Oh. So
And we
pink.
don't necessarily have a white.
So pink.
But notice how we have two yellows, so I don't think those mean anything per se.
Pink.
We have two yellows, two reds. Or is there backsides?
That's white.
There's backsides, aren't there?
Yes.
Oh, little cunt. I'll show you for the record. I'll show them what we're looking with at work. Then I'll get water. We have 8 of these.
So if you can't
And
find that color,
they have a
size of the
backside.
sign.
White.
Yeah, but we have multiple sets of colors. Multiple reds, multiple blues.
Pink.
So what's it say on the... If you're looking for wisdom, look at the first letter of each word. Because that's what the last line says, right? Let me see the book.
White, pink, red.
So you could just line them up normal.
Oh, she's going from right to left, getting them together. Got it. There is only one way it will work. Whoever seeks wisdom will find it at the beginning of all words.
Was it right to left or left to right?
It says left to right, but the way you're building it is
Yeah.
white's the last one,
Yeah.
then you've got a pink, then you've got a red. Your next one would be yellow. Oh,
And then what's after blue? Yellow.
green, orange, blue.
Green.
Orange
Orange.
And
and blue. I hate that last. So it should slide onto here, but I really hate that last fucking line. I know it's not bolded, but fuck do I hate that last line. That last line really bothers me. I'll be back. You two keep working. God, I hate that last line.
one now.
Before I can speak Elvish.
You can't?
Gee, shit. I can't speak Elvish. Crap.
Cookie? Quickly? Cookie?
I'm going to think you can pronounce Elvish.
Hey, I did some television when I was darker.
Bullshit.
I did. I was dark elf.
Not from one of those.
It's hard.
See, here's the thing that bothers the fuck out of me. We don't have any context for anything on those blade pieces. Unless you guys found something I don't know.
Not really.
Even if you put them on the book like you're supposed to. I don't know if it's going to help any, but... Yeah. Sometimes I almost feel like sometimes these would go better if they just had them individually done.
Yeah.
Not in a book like that. So assuming we get these together, because this is the order that's on the bridge. So God damn it, of course. Of course I did that wrong. It didn't turn over. No, it just didn't turn over, that's all.
Uh-oh. The music has begun.
Yeah, ignore the other pictures you see there.
The music has begun.
Shut up.
Because we're at the 50-minute mark.
So different music. So, but again, 3. Do we have these symbols on the wheel? Look for the one that kind of looks like the F. You know, the first one we saw, the blue one on the chest? Do we have these symbols on the wheel?
I see symbols, but I don't see F.
No, you know the one. The one we used for the first riddle. The one that's Gandalf's symbol?
No.
The blue one.
No.
We don't have that? Because that's the first symbol right there. You can read it.
Yeah.
Okay, in theory we put this together properly, but we have no... Because in theory, because we don't have any context behind it. Assuming we're correct, is that the... It says there's only one way, so is this right? There's no other... Is there any other, like, white ones on there? Or was that it?
All day.
That was the only white one?
Yeah.
So how about the red and blues? Is this the... They say there's only one right way, so is this the only way it could have gone? Is there another blue?
There's another blue on the red.
Yeah, and underneath that blue, is there a red?
White.
So we do have another white. This means there's only one way. This works only one possible way.
There's a here. There's a right here.
So as they said, this only works one possible way. It's possible that's the right way.
This is wrong because this is black.
So that's not supposed to be there, so we know that one is correct.
There's another blue.
And that's what I mean.
Then there's another green.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying here.
Yeah.
Are we sure we have these in the right order? And then even once we do, what do we have in the way of... The last line's not bolded, Which makes me think maybe a red herring. I gotta get some water.
Probably is.
That makes me think it's a red herring, but at the same time, this is not the first time this game has pulled shit like this.
And not the first time you.
I've
overthink
overthought
things.
it. We may need to crack open the first thing. Oh, we may need to. Any progress on the sword?
No. I can tell you we have one pink and one. We only have one pink.
Well, so we know the pink one is correct, and we know the one that has block on the other side is incorrect.
Yeah. We know.
So we know those two are in the right place.
Yeah. We know that these two are correct. These two here are correct because we don't have a black, and there's only one pink.
So we know those two are in the right order.
Yes. However, we have this one has blue and a red.
Yep.
This one has a green and a blue.
Yeah.
This one has orange and green. And this one has blue and
Because there's no orange.
white. And there's
there's
orange.
There's an orange. It's the second
And
color.
there's only one orange. So
And we only have one orange. So we know three of them
three
are
of them are
correct.
correct. The other ones are not. No, the other ones are not.
We know three of them have to be right. There's
So-
only one orange.
So these are the four that are not correct. These are the fours that it could be anything else.
So these three are the correct ones.
Yes. That's what we know for now.
This is what we know as fact. These three
Yeah.
are the correct
Yeah.
ones. So that one, and this one?
Yeah, are correct.
And are they this way?
White's on top.
No, I'm saying they're facing the right way.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Isn't that yellow?
Yeah.
So where's white? Is the white on the other side?
Phil flipped it.
That's back.
Okay, so we know that yellow is correct.
Yeah. We know that this pink is correct and that orange is correct.
Because on the back of the pink is... How do we know pink is correct? There's a red on the back of it. Oh, there's only one pink, right?
There's only one pink.
Okay, so let's play this right. Pink goes here.
White goes here.
No, hold on. Let's play this right. Pink goes here, and we know this one because there's only one orange?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this would go here. Pink goes here.
The white would go here.
But we have more than one white. What's
Yeah,
on the back of that
We
white?
have two whites.
What's on the back of this white?
This one's blue.
Yellow.
What's that yellow? Yeah, okay, those are even different letters.
This one is yellow, so
Yeah, but look, that's only got
that has
two.
black on the bottom underneath.
No, but I'm saying that's got two. That's got two letters. That's got like five.
Don't overthink this. Make sure we get the colors aligned.
We have multiples of the same color. That's the problem.
I'm telling you, the yellow is the correct one because it's black. Racist.
Yeah, because there's black on the backside. That's fine. So we have orange. There's a missing green. There's a yellow here. There's a missing red. There's the pink here, and then there is a white.
Let me just go here.
But we have two whites. So can we make it work with the colors we have?
Yes.
Blue goes over
only-
here to start. Then there's a
There's only
green.
one red.
Then there's a green that has to go there. Is there a green on the back of that?
No.
So what's on the back of this one then?
Blue.
See, that's what I mean. What's on the back of this one? So in theory, this green goes here. This blue goes here. And that white goes there. Do you see what I'm saying? But even then, isn't the back of this red one also a blue? And we have another red somewhere else.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about here. Yeah, this is what I mean here. Unfortunately, we do have some issues here where we have multiples of the same color.
Yeah.
And without any translation guide for the fucking elf runic symbols on the ground, we have no context for them. Pop the first one. I'm positive we're right about the color order. I know that.
Help Eldor forge a new sword. The 7 straight items have provided you with its fragments. You see the handle and the tip of the sword on pages 8 and 9 of the booklet. What the hell are you waiting for? But note, each fragment has a front and back side. Which side is the right one? The colored stars on the fragments might help.
Nothing new there.
You need Riddle cards 8 and 9 and 7 strange fragment items.
Yeah, I repeat, nothing new there.
Nothing
So
new
that
there.
one doesn't count.
That one counts too.
Yeah, that one does. Nothing new there.
Wait, does it say we need riddle cards?
No.
It said
It said 7.
you will need pages 8 and 9 and seven strange fragment items.
I thought I heard riddle card, that's why.
No. Green was the next one.
We haven't got a freaking Riddle card after 2 bigger.
This is our third riddle now without a riddle card. Which really concerns me given how they go up to fucking Y.
Don't forget, why
3
1
times.
3 times?
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Philip, are you scared?
That's the 1 hour mark. Now, I have noticed something,
What?
but I'm pretty sure it's coincidence.
What?
You think not?
Only certain sides of this actually have
Notches?
dots or rivets inside the blade. And they almost, and doesn't seem to be any real pattern to them.
Run, please.
The notches don't line up with any of the letters specifically. We don't have any kind of Elvish translation. I see the wheel.
The day I forgot to read Elvish.
Just
I
try.
definitely forgot to read Elvish today. Also, ew. I feel the soap. I feel the wetness in my shirt.
Forget Elvish, you're getting to English.
Yeah, I can feel the wetness in my shirt because of you going to do that. You realize I'll wear this shirt tomorrow. I don't want to smell like you when I go see you, big boy. Wait, I want to smell like you when I go see you.
Okay, no. I was thinking that the symbols
Yeah.
on the wheel may correlate to the
No, they
symbols
don't.
on there.
No.
We do have some that match.
We have some, but not all of them.
We do have some that match, but
But not enough to make a digit, I don't think.
no, not enough for this to actually make sense of any numbers.
No. That's what I thought.
But some of them do match. Like, we do have some of them.
Yeah.
Like, we have the K that's 4. We have the line that's 1. So we have the line that's 2. We have the triangle B that's 1.
Yeah.
And we have an upside down variant of... We have an upside down of one variant that would have been 6, but...
What the heck is that?
I know, an art.
that part. You wish Sean felt the same mood.
My ass.
It's true. You tried to do the moon before anything important.
Clue number 2. If there's something I'm seeing, I'm not seeing it.
Ready?
Yeah.
The colored stars on the strange items match the colored crystals on the bridge to Eldar's house. If you answer them from left to right, you will pass by the following colors: blue, orange, green, yellow, red, purple, then white.
Yes.
You must arrange the fragments in this order to find the correct side for each one. It may help you if you notice that one of them has a black star on the side, and yet there's no black crystal.
Yes.
Have
Again.
you assembled the sword? Good. Now take a look at the little circular bumps along the top and bottom edges of the blade.
Which I called.
What could those be about?
To which I called.
Yeah. So
I did note those were there.
yeah.
Now, you want to debate whether or not thing? I did call those existed.
Yeah.
Except one of them doesn't have any.
Mhm.
The white piece...
Yeah.
The white piece does not have any of those bumps. Everything else does.
2, 2, 1, I guess? No.
No, but the white piece doesn't have any.
There.
Now, I don't know which one the other white one is, but does the other white one happen to have a bump on it? I don't remember which one the other white one was, but I'm going to have to look and... Fuck you. And see.
Pass me the code.
The coder disc? Sure.
It's for a cross. So,
Assuming we had this right, if you're just counting the number of notches,
That only gives us 2 numbers, though.
the middle one would technically be 0.
or at least the edge.
Yeah, but the top could be a number, and then
And the bottom would be a number, then the middle is just 0 because there are no notches there.
Try 29.
Ooh, right at the bottom. Almost at the bottom.
I mean,
Nope.
30 is one of them.
Need books, no delay.
Nope, sadly 29 was incorrect. What does it say specifically?
Need books, Brooks, no delay. But late, it's better than never. And it looks like today you'll be a little later.
Wait, let me see the card. You know the game's pulled shit.
I would have noticed it if it did.
Speaking of shit.
We didn't notice it the first time we did it.
Yeah.
Speaking of shit. Alright, I
Have fun. We'll try to figure this out. Yep, go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, so let's try to find the other white one.
You move your anus.
It's not there. It's not there. We're starting. These things are starting to fall apart.
Ow. What kind of violence do I get all the time? Uh-oh.
This white one does have
Yeah.
bumps on it.
Yeah.
So if we assume this white one is correct,
Yeah.
we know yellow is correct.
Yeah.
We also said, what, orange is correct?
Yeah.
No, orange is a green. Orange's back is green. And, okay, so we know yellow is correct. We assume the other white one is correct. Let's go through this all again. I think it thinks we're further ahead than we are. I think this was the blue one that we did to start.
Mm-hmm.
So let's change it around and make this one green. And this one we believed was the orange one. So this would have to stay orange. We believe this one to be red, but we should have another red one. Which we do. So no, this has to be the proper white one.
Yeah.
Because the backside of it's yellow.
Yeah.
And we know yellow has a black. So this has to be the proper white one.
Yeah.
But it has no dots. If that's the proper white one, this is the proper blue. That's the proper red. And then this would be the proper purple. Whoever seeks wisdom will find it at the beginning of all words. That's the part that still pisses me off. I am not convinced it is. I am not convinced that that is not completely bullshit. So I'm not convinced that it's not bullshit. Because otherwise, there's no reason to have it there.
Fair.
Yeah, he has 7 out of. So it looks like we got it back to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swap around the 5 and the 0.
5 and 0?
Swap around the 5 and the 0.
Okay, so keep the 7.
Yeah.
So 7, 0, 5.
Yeah, 7, 0, 5.
Still get 29.
So I get this 29?
Yeah. And we both know that's wrong.
Nope.
The cavalry has returned. I have to get up.
I tried to do some mildly rearranging. Didn't change anything though.
We changed the 5 and the 0 on the wheel and still got 29.
I tried to do some mild rearranging of the colors, but didn't stop anything. I think we need the answer. Yeah. Stop it.
Oh, fucking hell. With the help of the colored stars, arrange the fragments on top of the sword. Each colored bridge is represented in order by one colored star in the sword. Since there's no black crystal, you know that is one thing. The fragments, the L star could face upward.
Yeah.
From there, you can puzzle out which side the fragments should be faced upward. Place the fragments between the handle and the tip. The sword on the sword pages on 8 and 9. Now look at this little circular bumps along the top and bottom edges of the blade.
Stop. Stop. Don't read anymore. This. They're doing it, aren't they?
Yep.
They're doing exactly what I think they're doing. I haven't seen that yet. Make note. They're doing exactly what I think they're doing.
They are. God damn it! Now I read the answer. Now I'm like, God fucking damn it.
The dots are supposed to point to a letter, correct?
Nope.
Oh, I was wrong then.
Number.
Okay.
The pointing to certain words in the text below above and below.
Yeah.
Look at the beginning of all words. Meaning, only on the first letter of each would indicate the words. From left to right, you'll read letters 1, 7, 9.
Huh?
The lines of text above the blade and below the blade.
I knew that wasn't bullshit. And yes, I see what they're saying. The dots are pointing to words as opposed to letters.
179.
Yeah, it's 179. I get a picture and I'll...
And that counts.
That one counts. I knew the dots meant something.
Capital?
4.
Capital. Okay.
Fuck French.
Capital.
Fuck French.
Capital. 27. 27. Gotta know where we're going to next now.
Well, we just finished the Land of the Elves, so we should be meeting Smeagol soon.
Gee, how did you know?
As you can see, the bumps are on outstanding and news there.
Oh,
and it travels all the way
God.
across to give us a proper answer.
Oh, God.
Fucking goddamn it, I hate that I had that.
And here they come.
Well, read what we got.
You were able to resemble the fragments of Narcel. You have thus completed another important task. On your parchment paper, enter the number 4 under the sword.
Yeah, big shock there.
This will always remind you how skillfully you managed to solve this fourth task. And like I said, here they fucking come. Find riddle cards C, D, E, F, and G.
Jesus Christ. That is a lot of riddle cards. Jesus Christ.
C, D, E, F, and G.
Okay, so
First, C.
not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Stop it.
I go over and fucking shit. Like I said, here it comes.
Stop it. Nope, missed.
Fucking hell.